All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about something that has completely redrawn the map of global business. It's like a digital handshake that's opened up what used to be a very exclusive club into a marketplace where really anyone can play.
So, think about this for a second. You've got a local artisan, maybe in a small village in Indonesia, making these incredible handmade crafts. How do they get that craft into the hands of a customer in, say, Paris? Not in months, but right now? Instantly. Just 10 years ago, that would have sounded like science fiction. Today, it happens every single minute. And the answer, of course, is technology.
It wasn't that long ago that going international was a game only for the giants. You needed huge amounts of cash for physical stores, for warehouses, for these incredibly complex supply chains. Well, now that entire barrier has just crumbled. This means that even super niche businesses, the kind that could never find a big enough market in their hometown, can now find their people all across the globe and absolutely thrive. Okay, so what's really making all of this possible? What's in this new digital toolkit that businesses are using? Let's take a look under the hood at the core innovations that are really powering this whole transformation. At the heart of it all are a few key technologies. You can think of cloud computing as like a shared digital filing cabinet that you can open from anywhere in the world. Automation is like a tireless assistant that just handles all the repetitive stuff for you. But let's zoom in on two of the biggest game changers, the digital storefronts and the digital brainpower. So first up, e-commerce platforms. Honestly, you can think of these as the great equalizers. Platforms like Shopify or Amazon Global basically hand any business, no matter how small, a digital passport. They get an instant international storefront. The single biggest hurdle of the past, needing a physical shop in another country, is just poof, gone. And then you add the brains to the operation. This is where AI and data analytics come in. They're the intelligence behind the storefront. They help a business figure out what a customer in Tokyo wants versus a customer in Paris. They help predict new trends, and they let you customize your marketing with pinpoint accuracy. It's basically like having a world-class market research team living on your laptop. And all this leads to what is maybe the most incredible part of this entire story: the democratization of global commerce. See, this isn't just about making big companies bigger. It's about giving the smallest of small businesses a real seat at the global table, many for the very first time. And that digital passport is absolutely the key. It means where you're located, how big your business is, how much money you started with. None of those things are the huge roadblocks they used to be. If you've got a great product and a connection to the internet, you're in the game. So let's go back to our artisan in Indonesia. How does it actually work for them? Well, first, they list their amazing crafts on a platform like Shopify. Then they use digital marketing tools to find people all over the world who love handmade goods. Next, they use secure payment systems to take money from anywhere. After that, AI helps them see which of their designs are super popular in which countries. And finally, advanced logistics helps them ship that product right to the customer's doorstep. It's a clear, straightforward path. For small businesses, this has completely flipped the old model on its head. Technology delivers this incredibly high global reach for a remarkably low cost and at a speed that was just unimaginable before. That combination lets an entrepreneur find their dedicated fans anywhere on Earth, which can make a business that was never sustainable locally suddenly very, very profitable globally. And it's really no exaggeration to say this. Today, technology isn't just some helpful add-on for international business. It is the cornerstone of its success. It's the very foundation that modern global commerce is built on. It all sounds pretty perfect, right? But here's the turn. With every revolution, there are hidden costs. All this incredible power, all this data flying around, all this connectivity, well, it doesn't come for free. So what's the other side of this shiny coin? And that brings us to the new digital dangers. We really have to start looking at technology as a double-edged sword. Because for every amazing advantage it gives us, it can also create a brand new vulnerability. Take a look. On one hand, you've got the power of instant global connection. But the peril? That's huge cybersecurity risks. You've got the power of customer data analytics, which creates enormous data privacy challenges. And the efficiency of these new supply chains? Well, that reveals some really big gaps in how we govern this digital world. Power and peril, always hand in hand. So what does this actually mean for our artisan? Well, it means they're not just a seller anymore. Suddenly, they're also a guardian of data. They have to worry about protecting their customers' personal info, trying to navigate this complicated web of different international privacy laws, and defending their small business from cyber threats that could come from literally anywhere. So where does all this leave us? Well, the future isn't about choosing between using technology and being safe. It's about finding that crucial balance between the incredible opportunity and the immense responsibility that now comes along with it.
And this is really the new landscape. The opportunity is massive, right? It's the lion's share of the story. But that risk is significant. It's a slice of the pie you just cannot ignore, because if that part goes wrong, it can wipe out all the incredible gains you've made.
Okay, so let's boil this all down. What are the big takeaways? First off, technology has absolutely shattered the old barriers to trading around the world. Second, small businesses and individual entrepreneurs are, without a doubt, the biggest winners in this shift. But third, and this one is so important, this new power demands new responsibility, especially when it comes to keeping data safe and secure.
And that leaves us with one final, really critical question to think about. As business becomes truly global, truly digital, operating in a space that doesn't have traditional borders, who's supposed to write the rules that keep it all fair and safe for everyone? That's the challenge that we're all facing in this brand new era. Thanks for tuning in.